Malta, yes, we're probably heading into a bit of a tough time for the next couple of years. I believe it. I believe.
What do you mean? What do you mean tough time?
Tough time. It's looking like it's gonna be a tough time. Yeah, it's become expensive to live. I believe people are living beyond their means. I believe we became a little bit of a like the Americans, a bit of a credit card society. And all good comes to an end. Let's just hope it's not a crashing end, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like part of the concern must be, I guess. Like, for example, last time me and you were having that discussion about, people, for example, from gaming, which I feel were part of the first big bang for Malta to really start, with these high-end rents and obviously that, as we were saying, pushed up the price of the rest of the market. But they're all about quality of life for their workers.
Yes.
Now, if, you're in some area and your workers, every time they leave the house, there's garbage everywhere and there's noise and there's, the quality of life is dipping. Like, you're spending a lot of money for a property that's in a community that isn't.
No, but in the community, the SDAs, they don't have that issue because they have garbage rooms. They don't have these issues.
But most of the workers won't live in the SDAs. It's like the
average workers, but to be honest, they're the ones who probably cause most of the garbage and the problems anyway.
So once they leave...
I wouldn't blame the Maltese on that.
Okay.
All right? I wouldn't blame the Maltese on that. I mean, yeah, there are a few, but we're quite proud about our country. And unfortunately, but at the same breath, you can't expect a foreign guy. He has garbage in his house. He's got nowhere to put it. Yeah. So what does he do? He goes downstairs and just puts it on the sidewalk. Yeah. He's got nowhere to put it. In his home...
Yeah, there's also the effect that it's not his country.
He's got a place to do it. I don't think it's his country. It's just he wants the garbage out of his house so his apartment doesn't stink, but he's got nowhere to put his garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is something we definitely need to fix.
It's like you're forecasting there might be a crash.
No, crash. You mean a crash, property prices go down?
Not like li ħajweġġaw in-nies.
Yes, I believe there would be not just Malta, the whole world. It's coming. It's coming. Mm-hmm. It's going to be...
but let's stay local because obviously...
A tough time.
This goes out to the Maltese public.
Yes, there's going to be a tough time.
Right.
Ahead of us, I believe.
Do you think there are people that have overexposed themselves, for example?
There are lots of people who overexpose themselves. There are lots of people who have... over-invested, same thing, overexposed themselves, but some people have bought very badly.
Okay, describe, what does that mean, to buy very badly?
You think that you're something, you got some money maybe, good luck to you,
right?
And you go and buy a site.
Right.
I would have been doing the math, maybe myself or one of my agents, and we say, this site is worth 900,000. And you hear that this guy bought it for 1.3 million. What do you mean 1.3 million? I was buying at 900,000 and hoping to make 250,000 profit. So he bought it for more, and you start laughing. But there's lots of people that do that.
Why? Why do they do that?
Because they see people making money in property.
Right. Would you like more water, by the way?
Yes, please. They see people making, and listen, it's a myth. Not every single person that's in property makes money.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that lose money.
But we see so many fucking Lamborghinis and so many Porsches, they're wearing Armani head to toe. It gives you the impression that
it's super and it's a lovely car and they like to show off. But you need to go and ask if the car is fully paid for. Because
what's your estimation?
50% of them aren't paid for. They're with loans. And in my opinion, anybody who goes and takes a loan for a Lamborghini is a fucking idiot.
Mela, tlaqna?